tell the American people to whom you lent $2.2 trillion of their dollars, and who got the money?
Hundreds and hundreds of banks. Any bank or that has access to the U.S. Federal Reserve's discount.
Tell us who they are.
No.
Do you think it's consistent with the spirit of that provision of the Constitution for a group like the FMOC to hand out $500 billion to foreigners without any action by this Congress?
Congress approved it in the Federal Reserve Act.
Some of the world's top central bankers are gathering in Sydney for 2 days of secret talks on the fragile global economy. Delegates from banks in Europe, Asia and the US will attend the meeting amid tight security.
I take a look at Section 1204 of the legislation you've proposed and can only describe it as TARP on steroids. When we passed the TARP bill, we limited the administration to $700 billion. Section 1204, unlimited. I have an amendment to this section saying it's limited to $1 trillion. Is the Treasury going to oppose that, or are they going to support it?
Congressman, it's important to make people
Mr. Secretary,
understand.
I've asked you a simple question. I have very limited time. Would you support it or oppose it? And then let me move on to the next question.
I would not support proposals that would put this country in the position we were in 2007 and 2008, where we did not have the ability to act to protect the
key thing then is that the executive branch have the power to commit not just $700 billion, but $1 trillion or more without having to have Congress be involved at the time of the crisis.
No, it would not be a fair description of our strategy.
I'm not going to allow anybody to set up on the blacktop. Okay. What we'll do is move into the grassy area right here. That's as close as we can get. What outlets are you with?
I'm with the Statesman.
Okay.
KLBJ.
KLBJ, okay.
Infowars?
Which
Infowars.com?
Infowars.com?
Yep.
I don't see you on my list.
Well, we didn't pre-register.
Yeah, you would have had to have pre-registered. Who are you guys with?
We were sent the advisory. It didn't say anything.
Yeah.
GCN, Infowars.com.
Yeah, he's with me.
Yeah, you would have had to have registered before noon.
I mean, is it going to be a big issue?
Yeah.
Really?
We are.
Yeah.
Let me check the advisory, because I talked to the press secretary.
What were your names again?
My name's Jason Burmis.
With Infowars?
Infowars.com.
Yeah, I don't have you on my list here. Infowars.com. Okay, hey everybody. We're going to set up, for the ones that I have registered on this list, you can set up on the grassy area, but I'm going to have to verify your outlet. And who are you with?
I'm with KLBJ 590, Robert G.
Who are you with? Yes, we got you. Thanks. How are you? Good to see you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got you.
My trip will down there with cave you. You need picture ID. Are we going to be able to get in?
I don't have you on my list, guys.
We are American citizens and we represent. We have the
didn't know
rights.
until we didn't get sent here till afternoon.
This is a form of censorship.
We've been out here for 2 hours.
Well,
sorry, this is a form of censorship. We have the right.
I don't want to fight with you. I just want to cover it.
Yeah, we have to cover it.
I'll have to leave you here for now and get back to you.
Thank you. I mean, we have a bigger audience in the Statesman.
Are we going to know at least before the press conference?
We have a bigger audience. This
or are you
is
just
all
saving us up?
Your censorship is going to be broadcast.
All right, Rob. Just
come
on.
I'll get back to you.
Everybody else is over there except for us, man.
Come on.
I have registered media.
So are you telling me we're not going to get in now?
I'll get back to you.
Well, are you going to tell me before the actual press conference starts? They'll start at 3:30. It's like 3:45.
We'll try to do that.
Oh, come on, man.
All right, so we're clearing the street. So we're going to ask.
You on the sidewalk?
Actually, since you guys are not on his list, all right, what we're going to do is put you over into a public viewing area where the general public is allowed to gather. Since you're
How
not
far is that
part
going
of
to
this.
be away?
That's going to be over there where those cones are. Apparently, you are not on his list.
It's because we didn't hear about it till after 12 o'clock.
Okay, well,
I mean, we waited out here for 2 hours to get stonewalled.
Well,
I mean, come on, we have an audience of millions of people
I understand.
nationally.
We have the right to cover this event.
I know, man.
I know you do, and we're not telling you you don't have the right to cover the
By
event.
putting it over there, you're kind of angling our right.
What we're doing is we are making a general public viewing area. Since this is an invited thing, these people were invited to attend the press conference or whatever it is we want to call it.
Isn't this a public official that's attending here?
He's a public official, but it's a private event.
We're members of the public.
It's a private event, though. Public will be allowed over there. That's all I can tell you guys. I apologize. I'm not trying to push you around.
Okay.
I'm not trying to convenience you, but that's the way it's going to be for everyone's safety, okay?
Okay.
I am irate.
Yeah, we're going to have to.
Inside the grass, all you guys back up a foot or two, and then you can have people lean down in front and have the same distance that you're
I'll need you over here while they do a sweep of the equipment.
Greg.
We'll walk up to you. I'm just wondering. We'll walk up to you. We'll walk up to you. We'll walk up to you.
think they're royalty. What? So they're going to stand right here. You know, background noise is not great. The commissioner is going to make some brief remarks, then Mr. Secretary, and then we'll take just a couple of questions.
Doug Schulman, Commissioner of the IRS. Secretary Geitner and I came today to mourn the loss of one of our colleagues, honor our colleagues who survived through the plane crash. The men and women of the IRS serve their country every day with pride, raising the money it takes to fund our schools and our military and our national defense. I'm incredibly proud of them. I want to thank the first responders who came to the scene from Austin. I want to thank all the people from across the country who gave their well wishes to the agency in regard to this senseless act. And the people of the IRS are incredibly strong. They're going to continue to serve their country and the nation's taxpayers with dignity and respect.
The real cost of the bailout is $23 trillion.
Hold on, just a second. I just want to say, too, join the commissioner in saying how proud we are of the men and women of the IRS working to serve their country. We came to show them our respect and support.
I've got one that can see.
We just spent an hour with the men and women who worked in that building, listening to them talk about their colleague who died, what a great leader, inspirational leader he was. We listened to the stories they told about evacuating this building in 3 minutes, all the lives they saved by working together to help their colleagues get out of there as quickly as possible. And we heard them talk about their great pride in working for the IRS and helping the country do what the country needs to do. I was able to read to them a letter from the president, which the White House is putting out, they haven't put it out already, a letter of support and concern from the President of the United States. And I just want to say how proud I am to have spent some time with them today, listening to them, what a great job they're doing. And I think all Americans owe them their support and their encouragement at this time of tragedy.
Sir, did you meet with the Hunter family?
We did. We both met with with Valerie Hunter today. You know, they both worked together as IRS agents. They met, I think, 18 years ago, working together in the IRS, and just a terrible tragedy thing for her and her family and her friends.
Sir, the real cost of the bailout is
What do you
$23
think
trillion.
when you look at this building, the damage that was done?
You know, I think everyone has different emotions about this. People are angry that this happened. People are sad to lose a colleague. But mostly, I think people have great resolve that they serve this country every day. They do hard work on behalf of the American citizens, and an act like this won't get in the way of us doing our job with dignity and respect for every American.
Have you heard about other threats against the IRS?
This is an ongoing investigation, so I'm not going to comment on anything.
Can you comment on
Thanks
the
very
real
much,
cost
guys.
of the bailout?
What is the full
$23
cost of the
trillion.
bailout?
They're not reporting the real number.
Thanks very much, guys.
Can you say why
Take care.
Treasury's blocking that information? Bloomberg News.
Did you use software to prepare your 2001 and 2002 tax returns?
I'll answer that question, sir, but I want to say these are my responsibility, not the tax software responsibility. But I use TurboTax to prepare my returns.
Okay.
In 2001, I left the Treasury Department. I went to work for the Council on Foreign Relations temporarily, and then ultimately went to the IMF that year. That year, I had several sources of income. And I believed mistakenly that I was supposed to file as an IMF employee, as I would normally file taxes as an employee, generally. Looking back, it was very clear. But when I made that initial mistake, and I failed to correct it initially, I repeated it over the times I had income from the IMF, even in those years where a tax preparer prepared my returns. These were careless mistakes, they were avoidable mistakes, but they were completely unintentional. And I take full responsibility for them.